Hi everybody, Cindy here with Pathways Homestead. We are going to do another garden tour today, so hide and watch. Alright, so we're going to start out in the greenhouse, and it is almost time for us to put tomatoes and peppers in the ground. According to the weather, we can put them in, but it is too wet right now. Mother's Day usually is when we put them in the ground. If we put them in the ground a little before Mother's Day, we run the risk of frost still. Our frost date, official frost date, is typically April 20th or April 23rd. But it is often that we either get severe hail or a surprise frost on around Mother's Day. So in 2019, we lost a lot of our plants to a hailstorm when we were on our way back from Baker Creek's Spring Festival, Planting Festival. So, and then last year, in 2020, we lost a lot to frost. The kids were here and helped us cover the garden, and there was a mad dash to get everything covered the night before Mother's Day to protect from the frost that we got. Last year, we got a frost on Mother's Day. So, we have just decided we are not going to put tomatoes or peppers in the ground until after Mother's Day. Get you guys a view of everything that is growing in the greenhouse. It is jam-packed full. Gary has plans to help expand it or build a bigger one or something for next year. But anyway, we're going to get a look in the greenhouse and have a look and see what all's in here. Right, as you can see, our green mix is still doing really, really well. I picked up a mix for microgreens at Dollar Tree and picked up a couple of packages, and Gary started them in these trays. And they've gotten a little big, but they still are really good as a mixed greens and salads and stuff. And here we have some Amish paste tomatoes. These ones are doing absolutely amazing. And I'm going to attribute it to the soil that they're planted in. So this soil has done amazing. And it is Pro Mix Organic Premium soil over there. Yeah, Premium Organic. Pro Mix Premium Organic Garden Mix. That has been amazing. And so the plants planted in it, you can sure tell a difference from them and the plants planted in just like this is the coconut core, and these ones right here are Amish paste as well, planted just a few days apart. Actually, these were planted first, those were planted second. So yeah, that's a huge difference. And the only difference is the medium that they're planted in. So this is my calendula, and it is planted in this Pro Mix as well. And then Gary planted Shasta daisies there, and they've not germinated, so I'm guessing my seed is bad. And then we have the purple basil, some thyme, because as you guys know, I lost a lot of my thyme and oregano in the herb garden. So there's another set of thyme. This is oregano, and then we have bee balm, and then right here this is chicory. We're going to try that for our teas this year, for in our tea garden. Gary has me a nice hanging basket. I bought these petunias from an Amish family, and then he put in one of my calendulas, and he put in a little bitty couple of chamomile plants in there as well. These are our Ejavarsky Peppers. We've got a few of those going. They're doing pretty good, especially since I planted potted them. They're doing much better. And this is Santa Fe Grande peppers. So this is our second year to grow these. Last year they all got sprayed and died out, but I'm super excited to plant these. They're from Baker Creek. Still have a couple of cabbage, one cauliflower left in here. in this one and 3 in this one. So we need to get those in the ground. Then we have some more salad mix down here. We have, these tomatoes are little sweeties. They're like a sweet 100. These are some beef steaks and some more sweeties. Then we have several different varieties of peppers here. We have Sugar Rush Peach, Yellow Banana, and cayenne peppers in the back there. And then here in the front we have Greek pepperoncinis, and then in the back serranos. We love peppers around here. Here I have some jalapenos. These are early girl jalapeno plants here. And then I have corbachi peppers. They're supposed to be a sweet pepper from Baker Creek in this. And then I got some eggplant back here. One little lone eggplant. And these are our Anaheim and Big Jim peppers. And here we have, the front row is Anaheim. And then I have Ancho, which is poblano peppers behind that. Here we have Roma tomatoes that we got, some seeds we got from Sandy at Suburban Homesteader, Arizona, Wyoming. We have Angie's Roma tomatoes, 2 rows of them, a small Roma, Cherokee purples, and then this one didn't germinate. These 2 didn't germinate. And then back here on the back we have Best Cherry. That's all from Sandy at Homesteader, Arizona, Wyoming, Arizona. And then we also have here, we have my San Marizanos, which did not do well. So we've got a few that germinated there, but they are not doing the greatest. We ended up, Gary's Jubilee tomatoes all died. So we ended up having to buy some Jubilee tomatoes from the greenhouse down in Eureka. And then these peppers here are my Grand Bell peppers. And then some more sweet bananas. And then I have some California Wonder peppers bell peppers up here. And my, in this egg carton, the chili pecans. Several years ago, Rachel from Robertson's Belly Acres gave me some chili pecan peppers. So 2 years ago. And last year everything was killed out, but this year I planted again and have some here. This is pink celery from Baker Creek. I just have a little bit of it. It's not doing real good here. My mild jalapenos. Gary has a hillbilly striped tomato that he got. And then we have some broccoli plants back here that we need to get in the ground. And then right back here is my chamomile. Super excited. I love growing chamomile. We have Brandywine tomatoes down here, yellow pears, and then of course the Amish paste. I already showed you all those. First raised bed, and it is covered with weeds. We did get some onions in it, so let's get a look at those. Got some onions here. These are all weeds. We have planted carrots twice in this bed, and I guess our carrot seed was bad. We planted seed that we had, and then we planted a package of seed that someone gave us on the second round, and neither germinated. So my job is I've got to get this weeded today and get in here and get it weeded out. Got a cucumber, which I recently found out is my dad's favorite flower. That's what he told my niece. He's so ornery. But anyway, so I need to get this bed weeded and get it going. we do have some on the very end. We have some walking stick kale coming up. We'll get down there and get a view of it. We also planted parsnips in here that didn't come up, and somehow we got some lettuce seed in here. So we've got some nice pretty lettuce in here. And then over here we have our walking stick kale, and it's doing really well. I did get it weeded the other day. So I just got to get busy and get this garden bed weeded. This is lamb's quarter. It is edible. We're not crazy about it, but it is edible. And this is just some sticky, nasty weed. This garden bed has done absolutely amazing. So on the far end here we have radishes, and we have onions in between the rows. We have radishes, we have a row of kale on the outside here. Then there's 3 rows of lettuce. We have different varieties of lettuce. We have butter crunch. Well, let's see, butter crunch is down there. We have iceberg lettuce. We have ruby red lettuce, and we have like a Paris Island that we got from Baker Creek as a free seed. So it's doing amazing. And then we have some kale. It was I just labeled it as Nero Kale, and it's got some really neat leaves in it. And then on the very end we have our turnips, and it looks like I need to thin them and can some greens because it is doing really good, and I want some nice big turnips, and in order to do that they're going to have room. They're pretty crowded. Here we have our asparagus bed. Looks like one got broke off, probably the dog running through. We'll just find its other piece and break it off too. But there's lots of spears coming up. I'll pick asparagus this evening. Well, here we are in the herb garden, which is mostly garlic. The garlic has really taken over. I've got a little bit of weeds in here too that I need to get out and grass. But it is mostly garlic. But we'll get in here and show you some of the herbs that did survive the spray. I have a few that are coming back out and really surprising me because I thought they were lost. But hide and watch and we'll see what's left. All right, this whole corner is garlic and grass. And it's really hard to tell sometimes between the garlic and the grass. You really gotta look good when you're pulling. Over here we have our Egyptian walking onions in this corner. They're doing really, really good. Getting ready to put on their first blooms, and they will spread like crazy. Now over here I do have a little bit of lemon balm way down here in the garlic that survived the spray. The garlic evidently shielded it. And then more garlic. More garlic. We have chives. Our chives survived, but they should. They're grass. Oh my goodness, look at this, guys. My thyme came back out. I'm so excited. I don't know if you guys can see that. That is thyme. Those tiny little delicate leaves right there. That is thyme. This is a weed called mare's tail. I'll have to get it pulled. But mostly garlic. A little bit of wild lettuce over there in the corner. Some more wild lettuce. I thought some of my mint was coming back out, but I am not seeing any mint here. The sage, look at the sage. The sage is doing beautifully. It's getting ready to bloom. Yeah. That sage plant survived the spray and is doing amazing. I'm excited for the blooms to come out next week. They'll be really, really pretty. And well, there's a little bit of mint right there. It's just in the run a different way. It's not in the corner where it should be. Yep, that is mint. We got us some mint. Super excited that the mint didn't die. It was all over here, the mint was, but it spread. Garlic. Let's look at our spearmint. Oh, we do have some spearmint. Yay! Yay, there's some spearmint hiding in that grass. Cool. So we didn't lose our peppermint or our spearmint. Here we are in the, I guess you would call it, Big Garden Annex. And I have a lot of different stuff planted in this first row. I know that I planted collards in here, and then some kind of mustard, and I planted some more kale in here. And in the second row, I planted silver beets, and my markers all blew away for this first row, so we'll just have to kind of hide and watch and see what comes up. In the second row, we have second row says it has collards. We also have Swiss chard in the second row. Then we have a row right over here. We have a row of bok choy, but it is going to seed. It is just flowering out, so I'm gonna let it go to seed, collect some seed, and replant for next year. I think I didn't get it out early enough, and it's gotten hot really quick here. And then I don't know if you can tell, but I have a hill of squash here. I believe the first row of hills is yellow squash, and the second row of hills is zucchini squash. And that's all we have in this extension, or annex, whatever. But we have started planting in the big garden, as you can see. It's too wet to continue to till or plant anything over there. So we have several hills of corn in this upper corner. I know you can't really see them yet, but there's several hills of corn. And then we have several rows of green beans. I'm just looking at the cow tracks. The cows got out the other day, and we had to chase them, but one of them went right through the garden, it looks like. But anyway, Gary's working on putting our trellis up. That's what those T-posts are. With the T-post driver there and those other T-posts, he's putting the trellis up for like our climbing beans and such. That's about what we've got planted in here. Hopefully it'll dry out next week and we can get some more tilled up and planted. I planted cilantro in this tub last week. It hasn't germinated yet, but still got a few days. So it's gotten plenty of water though. We've gotten lots and lots of water in the last few days. Here we are in the new little garden. On this outside row here, I planted 2 rows of giant sunflower seeds, and they haven't come up yet. They've not been in the ground long, but they'll be sprouting soon, especially after this rain. Where the hay is, we have potatoes sprouting. Let me see if I can get you zoomed in. There's a potato sprout there. And there's a few more down the row there. The potatoes are coming up very nicely. I need to get in here and get the rest of this bed. I need to get in here and get the rest of the bed covered with the hay. There's a bed of potatoes here and a row of potatoes there. And they are coming up real good, but there's also lots of weeds. So I need to get in here and get them taken care of. And the cows did trample through this as well, so it's a muddy mess right now with all the rain we've gotten. With all the rain we've gotten, it is an absolute muddy mess. We did put our cabbage in this first row and part of this second row. We've got onions and cabbage, and a little bit of beets, red beets, Detroit dark red beets in some of the rows. And on the outside row, there's Detroit dark red beets. And I've got to get in, I've got to get busy, guys. Weeding season is upon me. Last but not least, we have the little garden. I have my peas over here on this trellis, and I did get a few to germinate. I do have a few of the snow peas. We like the snow peas and for salads and for snacking. So I do have a few coming up there. But lots of weeds, just like everywhere, lots of weeds. Other than that, the last things we have in here is our leeks. We've had leeks in here for several years. I planted a package of leek seed and have just let them go to seed and seed themselves back. We do pull one every now and then and use it. But we're just not a huge fan of leeks, but they are pretty, so we just leave them be and let them go. Well, thank you guys for coming along on our garden tour and seeing all of our progress we've made this year. We're super excited to get to garden this year. We are really excited. So yes, we got sprayed last year. Yes, we had a rough year, but this year's going to be even better, and I'm going to work really, really hard and get it in ship shape. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel and you would like to, please hit that subscription button and ring the bell for notifications for every time we upload a video. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, and please, always, please comment. We love to interact with you guys. So yeah, so thanks for watching, you guys. I pray you have a blessed day.